Peace and blessings in this corner box of 24. This is going to be a follow-up to my short video I just did on Instagram, same channel in this corner box of 24, where I want to talk about Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. Let me say Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. Let me say his name first, man, because he seems to me like he really want to fight. He's been wanting to fight. And Errol Spence to me seems like he doesn't want to fight. So let me just start with this. Errol Spence jumped in the ring, after the Porter fight. Talking about Porter, he wanted to fight Porter. And he made it known he wanted to fight Porter. And that fight happened, right? And then Danny Garcia jumped in the ring after the Errol Spence fight. And he made it known that he wanted to fight Errol Spence. And that fight happened. Terrence Crawford fought, and Errol Spence was right there at the fight with Sean Porter. And instead of him jumping in the ring and making it known to the world, right, because you saying this and you saying that, and this one's reporting this, one's reporting that. But let's hear it from you, Errol Spence. He could have jumped in the ring and said, man, we fighting next, man. We're going to make this fight happen. What does he do? He leaves. He leaves the arena. He gets up out of his seat and he bounces. Terrence Crawford, when they told Terrence Crawford that Errol Spence was there, he said, what? He came to my fight? He told me he wouldn't come to my fight. What's he doing at my fight? I mean, why he come to see me? So, Errol Spence, man, what's going on, man? It seems like you don't really want to fight. Now, Crawford made a video recently where he said that he was in the ocean. And he was clowning Errol Spence. And I like it. I love it. He said, man, I'm looking for the big fish. We out in the ocean, man. Where you at, Errol? We looking for you. You say you the big fish, but why we can't see you? Because even in the ocean, man, you're going to see that whale. You're going to see that orca. You're going to see that shark, right? You're going to see that big fish in the ocean. So, right? The ocean ain't that big where you're not going to see that big fish. So Errol Spence is talking like he's that big fish. So where you at, Errol Spence? That's what Terrence Crawford basically said. We can't find you, man. You ain't talking. You quiet now. So now Errol Spence is lined up to fight Yordenis Ugas. And let me just say, I got a lot of respect for Ugas, man. He fights. He comes to fight. And I'm not saying that's going to be no easy fight for Errol Spence, man. He coming to fight, man. And, it's possible, man, he could win that fight. However, Crawford is the fight that everybody wants to see. That's the fight I really want to see. That's the fight that most fight fans want to see, man. We want to see Terrence Crawford and Spence. Now, Ugas could get the winner. That's how it should really go. It shouldn't be Ugas and Spence and then Crawford get the winner, man. That's just not right. Okay, because Terrence Crawford was undisputed at 130 and 135. Pardon me. 135 and 140, and he came up to 147. Okay, and he got that WBO strap. Welterweight. Spence has always been at welterweight. But he's not undisputed. Okay, there is no undisputed welterweight champ. What we want an undisputed welterweight champ, right? So, Ugas got that WBA belt. Okay? Crawford has that WBO. And Spence got that IBF belt. We want to see an undisputed champion. But we want to do it the right way, man. Crawford deserves that shot. Okay? So Ugas, they recently, and see this is the politics of boxing. So now he's lined up to fight Spence, but just a few 24s ago, they was making him fight Emantis Stanionis, who's an up-and-coming fighter with 13, 14 fights on his belt, right? Up-and-coming fighter that was making him go into a box-off mini tournament with him, and he was going to fight him. And then supposedly after that, he'd fight whomever. It was never really said. But anyway, that fight went to a purse bid. And the first bid was knocked out because they came to an agreement to fight. But now all of a sudden, he's fighting Errol Spence. Again, and I'm not mad at Ugas. I'm just mad at the politics of boxing. So now, if it was okay for that fight not to go to first bid, you'll come to agreement and have that fight, why is it not okay to push that to the side and let Crawford and Spence fight, the fight that everybody really want to see? That's all I'm saying. That's the fight that should happen. Okay? I'm not mad at Ugas if he gets the shot, if he fights Spence, because it's possible he could beat him. But I don't really want to see Ugas and Crawford. I want to see Spence and Crawford. Because Spence talks, again, like he's that big fish. Like he's the man. And his response recently was what? I'm doing all the heavy lifting. Well, I don't know what you mean by that. You doing all the heavy lifting? Who did you fight that was, who did you fight besides Crawford? Or who did you fight that was more dangerous than Crawford? Because Danny Garcia wasn't dangerous. It's not dangerous to you. That was a fight you knew you was going to win. Kell Brook, Crawford got him out of there in a different fashion, better fashion, if you want to compare. You don't have to compare, but Crawford got him out of there in better fashion. And Crawford stopped Porter in better fashion. Dropped him 2 times, never been stopped 2 times. I mean, some of y'all mad because his father stopped the fight, but that's his father and his son relationship. And I'm not mad at his father because he didn't want to see his son get brutally knocked out by Crawford. Crawford was coming to really hurt him and knock him out. So because he didn't want to see that, people are mad. Okay, well, this is the hurt business, yeah. But if you can stop somebody from getting overly hurt, there's nothing wrong with that. And that's what his father was doing to me. I don't got no problem with that. But anyway, Spence, step up to the plate, man. You do a lot of talking. You was the bully. You know, we know you're a weight bully because we know you're a big dude. We know you were really a middleweight, you know, and you fighting at welterweight, campaigning at welterweight. We know that. But we know that you was the bully, the boogeyman, so-called, until you fought Sean Porter. And Sean Porter opened it up and showed that you wasn't a boogeyman no more, okay? And now everybody wanted to step up to the plate. Now, you know, Danny Garcia said, I'll take it, and he finally fought you. You know what I mean? And, you know, Ugas would always fight you because he's not afraid of nobody. But Crawford been wanting to fight you, man. That's the fight that needs to be made. So, Spence, step up, man. You know? Do a video, man. Do something, man, with whomever. And just let the people know, let the world know, man. Listen, man. I don't mind fighting Ugas, but I really want the Crawford fight. And if I could work out something and get him to step aside or something like that, I'd rather fight Crawford and Ugas could fight the winner of us. Why don't you just do that? Why don't you just put it out there, man, to let people know that's really what you want? Because right now, man, it just looks like you don't want no fight with Crawford. You don't want that smoke. Okay? Listen, man, the welterweight division, man, is heating up. And you better take what you could get, Spence, because you don't want to get backed into no corner with something with something else that you really don't want. So you better take that Crawford fight, man, do the right thing. I hope you mess around and backfire and you and Ugas whip you behind and you lose that fight. Then where that's going to leave you. Be careful what you ask for, Errol Spence. You just might get it, all right? Peace and blessings in this corner boxing 24. Support me on Instagram in this corner boxing 24. Keep supporting me on this YouTube page in this corner boxing 24. We're going to try to bring you the best content, the real content, the truth, exactly what's going on. Okay? And we'll be back on here tomorrow. Inshallah, God willing, with something else. Okay? Because the boxing world, you know, it's getting ready to heat up. We had a good close of the 2021. We had some great fights, man. Oh, man, we had Boots, man. We had Stephen Fulton, man. Man, we had Terrence Crawford, man. We had some fire. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, we're looking forward to some good fights next year, man. So peace and blessings in this corner boxing 24.